Hi students, today we will be discussing more problems on section solids. So we have already studied it. So I'll be quickly and roughly drawing the figures. So we'll complete it as early as possible. So kindly concentrate more. So I'll be doing it quickly. So first question, a cone of cone is given, base diameter is given, height is given, in cut by an extending line. So first we will be drawing the front view and top view of a cone. So first we will start with the front view and top view of a cone. So draw XY line. Now what you have to do is draw a circle of 50 mm diameter given. So divide it into 8 equal parts. You already know, divide it into 8 equal parts. Name it as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So draw light lines passing through these points. Now project it upwards. Height is given. Find the height. Complete the front view. So this will be A dash, B dash, H dash, C dash, G dash, D dash, F dash, E dash, P dash, and this will be P. So you have completed the front view and top view of the cone. Now they have given that inclined by an auxiliary, that's cut by an auxiliary inclined section plate such that true shape is a parabola of double ordinate. So double ordinate is already given, right? So this I have already discussed in the lecture 3. We will try once more. So in this type of questions, either they will give the double ordinate, or they will give you the height, see, or they will give the abscissa. So either of three will be from these one will be given. So if double ordinate is given means if they will give double ordinate and abscissa, both they have given means they will not give the height, that you have already seen. If they have given double ordinate and height means they will not be giving abscissa. If they have given abscissa and height means they will not be giving double ordinate. So one of this out of these three, one will be missing. So here they haven't given the abscissa. We will see how we will solve that. So parabola, you already know how to draw, means how to obtain a parabola. Parabola means you have to cut from the base. You have to cut from the base, and the cutting blade should be parallel to the outside generators. So cutting blade should be parallel. So first we will start with the double ordinate is given, that is 40 mm, right? So take 20 mm towards both the sides. See, like this you have to take 20 mm toward both the sides and project it upwards. See, you have obtained right. So take 20 mm towards both the sides. So this is 20 mm lines. So total this is 40 mm. Now you have obtained on its base. Now what you have to do is draw a line parallel to the outer surface. Draw a line parallel to the outside generator. So this will be your outside, this is your outside generator, right? So this will be your outside generator. So place your roller scale like this, or place or move the scale such that the line is parallel. So draw a line from here parallel to your, so these two lines should be parallel. These two lines should be parallel. This will be your cut section blade. So you have already obtained section blade. Now you know already how to obtain it. So already these cutting points you have obtained. This cutting here, these 2 points, how you will be obtaining, project to corresponding points. So this will be that 2 points, and this end point you have to project it to here. So you have obtained these 2 1, 2, 3. Center point how to draw, you already know, right? You have to project it to rightwards, then you have to project it downwards. Then by using compass, you have to rotate it to both the sides. So this you have to rotate above and rotate below. So this will be the points. So points you have already obtained. So draw, this will be your final figure. See, like this you will be getting the final figure. This will be your section parabola. Now we don't know how to find the true shape. You have to draw the true shape also, right? So from here project 1, so 90 degree, draw perpendicular lines, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, draw perpendicular lines. Now draw a line parallel to this line. Now connect the points. You will get like this. See, I will not be mentioning more. This you already know. How to draw the true shape you already know, right? So you have to take these distances, cut it here, and you'll be sorry, your parabola will not be like this. So you'll be getting a parabola like this. So you'll be getting a parabola like this. This will be your double ordinate. So you'll be getting a, sorry, what I told is different. So you'll be getting a parabola like this in the true line, that you already know. So try to do it. So we'll move to the second question. Second question means square prism. They have given a square prism of base is resting on HP. So square prism they have given is resting on HP on one of its bases with the base side is inclined 25 degree to VP. So there is a difference. Its base side is inclined 25 degree to VP. So the question is somewhat different. So how to draw it, I will show you. So first to draw XY line. Now what I have to do is take a point here. Take a point here and draw a line taking 25 degrees. Now I have taken 25 degrees. So now I have taken 25 degree and I have drawn a line. This line is representing 25 degree, right? Now what I am going to do is I am drawing this 30 mm. So anywhere on this line, take anywhere on this line. So I am redrawing is, see, in order to draw it means without touching it, what I will be starting from here. So I will be changing. Once more I will tell you. So take a point here, protractor, measure 25 degree, and I have drawn a line like this. This will be actually 25 degree. Now I will be drawing a line taking 30 mm like this. See, so you have to take 30 mm. So take 30 mm on this line. Now complete that line. This line is measuring 30 mm, right? Now take 90 degree. See, 90 degree. Draw a line of 25 mm. My roughly drawing is from here. Also take 90 degree and complete your square. See, you have completed the square. See, now this side is inclined 25. That's they have given the question with one of its base side inclined 25 degree to VP. So you have to draw square like this. So square is somewhat different. So now you have to cut it. So project it upwards. Height is given, so you can draw the height. So you have completed the square prism. From here you are seeing this edge will be visible. So this will be visible and this will be dotted. Why? It's back side, right? This you cannot see if you are looking from here. So if you name it A1, B, B1, C, C1, D, D1, A dash, A1 dash, B dash, B1 dash, C, D dash, D1 dash and C dash, C1 dash. You can name it. Now it is cut by a section plane perpendicular to VP and inclined. Sorry, I have not mentioned inclined. So here it is inclined 40 degree to HP bisecting the axis of prism. So here you have to draw the axis also. So how to find the axis? Draw the diagonal. So this diagonal. So this will be your axis. This will be axis, right? So bisecting the axis means half, that is axis is 60 mm. So take 30 mm on axis. Half of the axis, take 30 mm on axis. So here now you have to draw from here. You have to draw a line. How much inclination they have given? 40 degree to VP. So taking 40 degree to VP, you have to so square prism base side 30, axis is resting on HP, one of it base side is inclined, it is cut by section plane perpendicular to VP and 40 degree to HP bisecting the so you have obtained. So now it's inclined means here it is cutting on this corner, here it is cutting on this corner. So it is cutting on all the corners. So already I have told you prism means what will happen, it is cutting fully. So it is cutting fully. If it is passing through the faces means it is cutting fully. It is cutting on A dash, so this corner. Here it is cutting on B dash, so this corner. D dash, this corner. C dash, so sorry, C dash, C1 dash, so this corner. So it will be the sectional top view. Now true shape means what you can do. I will not be drawing the true shape. You have to draw perpendiculars from these 4 points and correspondingly draw a line parallel. Now take these distances and cut it here. So this distance here you will get this distance, you have to cut it here. This distance you have to cut it here. Now this distance you have to cut it here, and this distance you have to cut it here. You will be getting like this 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the true shape. So that distance. So this distance you have to cut it here. Take this distance you have to cut it here. Here. Now take this distance you will be cutting here, and take this distance you will be cutting here. You will be getting the true shape. Simple, right? Second question is very simple. Now we will go to the third question. Third question is hexagonal pyramid of base side 32 mm, axis 70 mm, first on HP, with 2 of its base edges parallel to P. So first we will be drawing the front view and top view. So this will be the your XY line. Now hexagonal pyramid base side is given with 2 of its base edges parallel to VP. So you start like this. So 2 of its base edges is parallel means you have to start like this. So one of the base edges is parallel to VP, and this will be 32 mm. Take 32 mm. Now take 120 degree. This you already know. Take 120 degree. Take 32 mm and complete your hexagon. So you have completed the hexagon in such a way that 2 of its, see, these 2 are parallel to VP. Now project frontward. This is a pyramid. That is a pyramid, right? Not a prism. Now axis. This will be the height of the pyramid. Now complete this and name it also A, B, C, D, E, F, O, comma P, O dash, P dash, A dash, B dash, F dash, C dash, F dash, and D dash. So you have drawn the hexagonal pyramid. Now they have told that it is cut by a contribution of section plane. See, it's a contribution of section plane perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. So it's a horizontal section plane parallel to HP. That is front view parallel to XY line. For the left half portion, so left half portion, where an inclined upwards to the angle of 45 degree for right half. If the horizontal part of the section plane is located 20 mm from the base, so horizontal part is located from 20 mm from base. So from here take 20 mm. Now I have taken 20 mm from here and I have drawn a line horizontal. See, up to this axis, that is left. See, this is the left portion, right? This is the left portion. So take 20 mm. They have given 20 mm from the base. So from base you have to take 20 mm. Draw the horizontal section plane. Now left half. After that inclined upwards to an angle 45 degrees. So they have turned inclined upwards, right? So take your protractor, place it here, measure 45 degree, and see why it should be upwards, right? So this will be the section plane. So it is having two section planes. So now you have to find the corresponding points. So first point is here, cutting it means A dash, P dash, right? So this is on AP, you will cut it here. Second point is here, it is cutting on B, it's cutting on BP and FP, right? So it will cut it here and here. So I have roughly drawn this. This will be symmetric, but I have roughly drawn means it's not actually coming. Now here it is cutting on DP, right? So that you can project it here. Obtain it. Here it is cutting on C and F, right? So that also you can project it. 1, 2. Now see, this point you have to find, right? This point is also horizontal, means it will be horizontal up to this point, and then it will be changing. So it is horizontal up to this point, right? It is cutting horizontally, means basically it will be see, horizontal means there is a peculiarity, but I am going to tell you. So if you draw means these lines. So here I am not actually have, there is a problem here, so I will correct it. Symmetric means so the problem is the points, if you complete this means this will be parallel. So after obtaining these points, the horizontal means this should be parallel. Horizontal means you already know. Why? Frustum of cone I have already told. Frustum of square prism. Frustum of square prism. How the frustum of square prism? Frustum of cone bucket, you know. Bucket in your bathroom. That is this cut on horizontal section plane. So the circle, what circle means, if you place bucket means the smaller circle will be inside the larger circle if you are looking from the top view. So these edges should be parallel if you are on horizontal plane. So up to this point it is horizontal. So I am going to tell you how to draw it. So first connect these 2 points, then up to the axis, this is your axis, right? Up to axis draw horizontal line parallel to FE. Similarly here also up to this point draw horizontal line parallel to XV. So these 2 lines should be parallel. Similarly these 2 lines should be parallel up to center point, that is up to horizontal section plane. After that it changes. So that's why I have drawn this separately. So after that it changes. Do not connect it directly. Do not connect it directly. So usually what is, so I'll show you the points here. I will show you once more the points here. So this will be your hexagon. You are cutting here. Second point you will get like this. Third point you will get ending like this. Fourth point you will be getting somewhere here. Fifth point you will be getting somewhere here. Sixth point you will be getting like this. So what I am going to tell is, first you draw the axis line. This will be your axis line, right? This will be your axis line. So see, this basically this line should be parallel. If these 2 lines are not parallel means you have committed some mistakes. Similarly these 2 lines should be parallel. Now here also you can directly join these 2. Now never join these 2 directly. Basically these are 2 planes, right? Up to this point it is horizontal. After that it is changing. Up to this point it is horizontal. So draw a line up to parallel to this base set. Draw a line parallel to this base set up to this point. So these 2 lines should be parallel up to the center. Center where is horizontal. Join. So this will be your answer. So keep in mind that. Now we will move to the 4th question. A cone of base diameter is cut by a section line such that true shape is an ellipse of major axis. So this also I have already discussed in the lecture 3. I will tell you quickly. So you have to draw front view. So so we have already discussed that. So I will be telling quickly only the procedure. So how to draw? So you have drawn a front view and a top view. Name it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, A dash, B dash, etc. P dash is here. A dash, E dash. Now section plane such that true shape is an ellipse of major axis 50 mm. So they have told that major axis is equal to 50 mm. You have to draw an ellipse of major axis is equal to 50 mm. They haven't told anything else. So you have to cut from this face to this generator to this generator. So what you have to do is take 50 mm on compass. Simple. So you have to take 50 mm on compass. You will get multiple answers for this. Take 50 mm on compass like this. Take 50 mm on compass. Now what you have to do is from place, take any point here on the surface, take any point and cut it like this in such a way that this should be equal to what? 50 mm. This should be equal to 50 mm. So you have already obtained. So this should be equal to 50 mm, and that will be your. So after, so you will get corresponding points. You will be getting here 1 point. You will get cutting here. You will get to 2 points. Similarly, rotating here you will get to 2 points. Now from here, if you are cutting, you will get 2 points. So you will be getting a section like this. Now if you draw the true shape means you will get actually ellipse like this. So true shape you will be getting ellipse like this. If you draw the true shape, you will be getting an ellipse like this. So this will be of major diameter. So this 50 mm you can arbitrarily take. So instead of this point, I can take this point, no problem. If I am taking this point and so I am cutting it here means, so this also same. Same, right? Same, you will get another ellipse. So you can get the infinite number of ellipses on this, infinite number of 50 mm diameter ellipse from this question. Only thing is this should be 50 mm. So take compass 50 mm from, so there are two outside generators. So cut 50 mm from one point to another. So if you are placing like this, you can cut it here. So this will be your section plane. If you are placing here, you can cut it here. So another point you will get. If you are placing here, below that means you have to placing like this. So you get section plane like this. So no problem. So this will be answer to this question. We'll move to the last question, fifth question. A triangular pyramid of base side 40 mm and height. So here there is a triangular pyramid, so triangular prism. So they have given a triangular prism, base side 40 mm, height 70 mm, resting on its base on ground. So first we will draw the triangular prism. I have to draw triangular prism. So base side 40 mm, right? So take 40 mm and draw a equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle you already know. So draw a line perpendicular to XY line of 40 mm. Then take 40 mm, take 40 mm on compass, cut towards both sides, you will get a equilateral triangle. So it's a prism. Axis means you have to find axis. If you need, you have to find axis also. So height is given 70 mm. So cut the height also. So this will be A1, B1, C1, sorry CC, A dash, A1 dash. This will be B dash, comma, C dash, C1 dash, B1 dash. And which one is visible? C, B is visible. So this will be your triangular prism, right? So here, so cutting a section plane such that true shape is a trapezium. So you have to get a trapezium. Trapezium means you have to cut from the trapezium means see on this triangle you can cut. See on this triangle you can cut. So you have to cut on this triangle, you can obtain trapezium. So for that, if you are cutting, you have to obtain like this means what you have to do. One section plane should be on top, bottom base means other should be on top base. So I will show you how we will be drawing it. So parallel side they have given 30 mm and 10 mm, right? So what I am going to do, see what I am going to do. So first I will be drawing a line parallel to this plane. Now take 5 mm towards both the ends. What? Take 5 mm towards both the ends. So you obtain, this will be 5 mm. Similarly, take 15 mm towards both the ends. 15 mm towards both the ends. So I have taken total 10 mm here and 30 mm here. See, 5 mm each towards the end means, see, and draw horizontal line means it will be cutting here and here. So if I am projecting this to bottom base means project this to top base. If you are projecting this to top base means project this to bottom base. So two bases you have to project and this will be your section plane. Simple, right? You have already, right? See, completed. So this will be your trapezium sectioned view. This will give you the sectioned view. In order to find the true shape, you have to draw perpendicular lines from here. So draw perpendicular lines from these two edges. Now draw a parallel line. Take these distances, cut it here, you two, and similarly these distances also you will be cutting like this. So you will be getting the true shape like this. You know already, I need not explain. See, take these two distances, cut it here, take these two distances, cut it here. So you will get the trapezium. Similar, right? So what I have taken is, once more I will tell you, two opposite parallel side they have given 30 mm and 10 mm, right? They have given 30 mm and 10 mm. So take 5 mm towards the ends, both the ends, that is horizontal line. Always we are taking symmetric, right? Symmetricity we are using. So from here draw a horizontal line parallel to XY line. Take 5 mm towards both the ends. So you will be getting like this. This is 10 mm. Now similarly, this is half line, right? This is axis means passing through the central parallel to XY line. So take 15 mm towards both ends. So you will be getting a line like this. So you have these two are the parallel sides, right? One parallel side should be projected to one base and other parallel side should be projected to the other base. So this will be the bottom base, this will be top base. So you have to project to the two different bases. So you will be getting the trapezium. Can you go through all this? So by doing all this personally, you'll be able to do almost all the problems in sectional solids. Thank you.